The night you left, no words to say, just shadows where your laughter stayed. I watched your car fade into gray, but my heart never moved away. Your coat still hangs beside the door, like you might come back once more. Time kept knocking on my soul, asking things I can't let go. I learned the truth too late to change. Love doesn't leave, it learns to stay. Even when the world turns cold, even when you let me go, your love stayed when you walked away, held my heart on lonely days. You were gone but not your name, it echoes softly every pain. I broke inside but still I knew some love stays even without you. You chose another road someday, but love stayed when you walked away. I learned to smile through empty rooms, to talk with stars and silent moons. I made a life from memories, and all we almost used to be. I don't blame you for the change. We loved the best we could those days, but some hearts don't know how to leave without staying somehow. Love stayed when you walked away, held my heart on lonely days. You were gone but not your name, it echoes softly every pain. I broke inside but still I knew some love stays even without you. You chose another road someday, but love stayed when you walked away. Maybe someday I'll learn to breathe without your ghost next to me. But till that day, I'll gently say I loved you in my quiet way. Love stayed when you walked away, like a song that never fades. Time moved on, but still I pray for peace inside these yesterdays. If loving you was all I knew, then that was still my honest truth. You left this heart, but not its flame. Love stayed when you walked away.
We were young with borrowed time, counting stars, crossing lines. Every dream felt close and true, every road led back to you. We spoke in promises at night, said forever like it might be a word that never ends, just two hearts, not just friends. Love grows deep before it knows how heavy time can make it feel. We held on hard, afraid to say some things fade, but some things stay. We almost learned forever, almost made it through the weather. We were close but not enough. Love was real but time was tough. We almost learned to stay, almost found a better way, but almost all we are today. We almost learned forever. Photographs and silent calls, empty chairs and broken walls. I still hear your laughter breathe through the life we didn't keep. No blaming how we came undone. We loved before we learned to run. Some lessons come a little late, some hearts learn through the break. We almost learned forever, almost made it through the weather. We were close but not enough. Love was real but time was tame. We almost learned to stay, almost found a better way, but almost all we are today. We almost learned forever. Maybe in another time we would read the signs in lightning, but this life taught me instead. Some loves live inside your head. We almost learned forever, almost held each other better. If love alone could make us stay, we'd still be here today. We almost learned to last, but forever slipped right past. Still I thank you for the way we almost learned forever. by gentle weather. We almost learned forever. Still I'll remember. We almost learned forever. Midnight falls on empty streets. Neon lights and faded dreams. Every drop that hits the ground sounds like your name without a sound. I walk alone ran, holding time inside my hands. Every breath, every refrain whispers you in quiet rain. I never learned how to forget the way your heart felt when it left. Some memories don't fade away, they just learn softer ways to stay. Your name in the quiet rain falls on me again and again. Every tear the sky explains. Your name in the quiet rain. Time keeps moving, love remains. Living in these passing days, even when I feel the pain. Your name in the quiet rain. Your name in the quiet rain. Old cafes and window lights, songs we loved on sleepless nights. Every place still knows your face. Every heart has its own space. I tried to leave you in the past, but love was never built that fast. Some goodbyes don't say goodbye, they just change the way we cry. Your name in the quiet rain falls on me again and again. Every tear the sky explains. Your name in the quiet rain. Time keeps moving, love remains. Written in these passing days, even when I feel
sang your name in the quiet rain.
We sat alone without a sound. Words we lost were never found. Your eyes spoke what lips could not. 1,000 things we never fought. The radio played something low, a love song from a year ago. You turned away, I stayed behind, holding on to what we signed. I felt the distance growing near. The loudest truth was in your tears. We said I'm fine like it was true, but silence knew what love went through. I loved you through the silence, through the nights we didn't speak, when every pause was violence and every breath felt weak. I held your heart in quiet ways when words just slipped and fell. If loving you was all I said, I loved you through the silence. We learned to smile for the world, while something deep inside uncurled. You packed your dreams, I stayed the same, still calling softly out your name. No angry doors, no last goodbye, just tired love and asking why. Some hearts don't break with sound or pain, they break in quiet ways. I loved you through the silence, through the nights we didn't speak, when every pause was violence and every breath felt weak. I held your heart in quiet ways when words just slipped and fell. If loving you was all I said, I loved you through the silence. Maybe love was never loud, it lived between us, soft and proud. Even now when you're gone, the quiet love keeps moving on. I loved you through the silence, when hope was hard to find, when all the words felt timeless and none were kind. If you ever look back and see a love that didn't yell, just know the truest part of me loved you through the silence. No more house is quiet after dark. Just memories and broken hearts. I trace your name on window panes, like it was written in the rain. I packed away our yesterdays, but some things don't just fade away. Every song, every place still wears your smile, your face. Time keeps telling me to move, like love's a lie that won't come true. But there are truths that can't erase. Some hearts remember what time can't change. Some feelings never fade, no matter how the seasons change. I tried to leave, I tried to run, but loving you was never done. Some feelings never fade, they stay when all the rest have changed. Even now, through all this pain, some feelings never fade. We didn't end with broken screams, just quiet nights and lost dreams. You said goodbye with tired eyes. Love slipped out between the lines. No blame to place, no wrong or right. We just ran out of light. But even shadows seem to say some love remains in quiet ways. Some feelings never fade, no matter how the seasons change. I tried to leave, I tried to run, but loving you was never done. Some feelings never fade, they stay when all the rest have changed. Even now, through all this pain, some feelings never fade. Maybe someday I'll learn to see who I am without you and me. But even then, I'll softly say, you were the love I couldn't trade. Some feelings never fade, they just learn quieter ways to live inside a heart that's grown. Used to feeling alone. If loving you was all I gave, then I'd still give it the same. Through all this time, through all this pain, some feelings never fade. Like yesterday, like your name. Some feelings never fade. Some feelings never fade. The city slept, but we stayed awake. Two tired hearts afraid to break. We chased the dark till morning came, pretending love would stay the same. Your hand was warm inside of mine, borrowed hope, we stole the time. Every truth we tried to hide felt heavier by your side. We knew the dawn would ask for more than promises we made before. But neither one was strong enough to say the words we feared so much. We held the night too long, like it could fix what felt so wrong. We let the hours slip away, hoping love would learn to stay. We held the night too long, ignored the truth we felt all along. When morning came we couldn't hide, we held the night too long. The sunrise found us out of breath, still choosing love, still choosing left. We smiled like nothing had to change, but silence called us by our names. No broken doors, no screaming goodbye, just tired love and asking why. Some hearts don't fall, they slowly bend until they can't pretend again. We held the night too long, like it could fix what felt so wrong. We let the hours slip away, hoping love would learn to stay. We held the night too long, ignored the truth we felt all along. When morning came we couldn't hide, we held the night too long. Maybe love was never meant to live on borrowed time we spent. But even now I'll still belong to every night we held too long. We held the night too long, till all the stars were almost gone. If letting go was what we needed, then loving you was still worth it. We held the night too long, but in that dark our hearts were strong. Even if forever died, we held the night too long. We held the night too long, we held the night too long, still holding on. We held the night too long, we held the night too long. Ooh, yeah. We held the night too long. We didn't fight, we didn't cry, just tired eyes and asking why. Your hand let go of mine that day, like love had found another way. The room was full of words unsaid, a quiet truth between our breaths. You smiled soft like breaking free, while something broke inside of me. We knew the end was drawing near, but neither one gave in to fear. Some endings don't need blame or scars, they end with open hearts. When goodbye was still love, and letting go was gentle enough. No slam doors, no tears above, just hearts too tired to hold on. When goodbye was still love, we chose the truth we were afraid of. Even as we fell apart, we said goodbye with love. I watched you walk into the rain, not running from me or the pain. You turned once more, then faced the street, like love in me had learned to lead. No promises we couldn't keep, no lies to help us fall asleep. Some love grows quiet when it ends, but still remains a friend. When goodbye was still love, and letting go was gentle enough. No slam doors, no tears above, just hearts too tired to hold on. When goodbye was still love, we chose the truth we were afraid of. Even as we fell apart, we said goodbye with love. Maybe someday I'll understand why love let go of my hand, but I will always be proud of how we loved without a sound. When goodbye was still love, and breaking hearts was gentle enough. If loving you was all I could do, then I loved you true. When goodbye was still love, I held your heart, you held my trust. Even at the very end, goodbye was still love. No regret, no shove. Goodbye was still love. Goodbye was still love. Goodbye was still love.
The radio plays an old refrain, a song we loved, it sounds the same. I close my eyes, you're back again, like time forgot the end. Your laughter hides inside each line, every note brings you to mind. I tried to leave us in the past, but love was never built that fast. I moved on in the ways I could. I smiled when everyone thought I should, but some things don't ever rest, they play inside your chest. Your memory plays on my heart, like a record spinning in the dark. Every beat pulls me apart. Your memory plays on my heart. Time goes on, but still you start. Every lonely night I guard, even worlds and years apart. Your memory plays on my heart. Photographs and midnight drives, promises we left behind. We didn't end with shattered dreams, just quiet love and broken scenes. No anger left, no blame to claim, just tender love without a name. Some goodbyes don't ever start, they live inside the heart. Your memory plays on my heart, like a record spinning in the dark. Every beat pulls me apart. Your memory plays on my heart. Time goes on, but still you start. Every lonely night I guard, even worlds and years apart. Your memory plays on my heart. Maybe someday I'll learn to breathe without the ghost of you and me. But even then I know my part. Some love still leaves its mark. Your memory plays on my heart, soft and slow but never far. I don't fight it anymore. It's who I was, what we are. If loving you was just one part of every song and every scar, then I'll hold it where you start. Your memory plays on my heart. Fade away but never part. Still the same, your memory plays on my heart.
were drifting, I could tell by the way you said farewell, not in words but in your eyes. Somewhere truth learned how to hide. We still laugh, we still try. I knew your heart was letting go, but mine was slow to let us fall. I held on to yesterday, like love might change its mind and stay. I stayed for what we were, not for what we'd become. I stayed for every word we whispered when love was young. You were already somewhere new, I was still holding on to you. I didn't stay for who you are, I stayed for what we were, not for what we'd become. I stayed for every word we whispered when love was young. You were already somewhere new, I was still holding on to you. I didn't stay for who you were, I stayed for what we were. Morning came, you dressed in gray, like your heart had moved away. You kissed my cheek, not my lips. That's when I felt the final slip. No anger left, no tears to cry, just love that didn't ask me why. Some hearts don't break with shattered sound, they fade while still around. I stayed for what we were, not for what we'd become. I stayed for every word we whispered when love was young. You were already somewhere new, I was still holding on to you. I didn't stay for who you are, I stayed for what we were. Maybe loving you meant staying, even when my heart was breaking. I don't regret the scars that prove how real we are. I stayed for what we were, when hope was all I had. If loving you meant losing first, I'd still choose what we had. Now I walk this road alone, with memories as my home. I finally let you go tonight, but I stayed for what we were. Stayed for what we were, still a part of my heart. Packed your things without a fight, left your shadow in the light. You said it's time you need to breathe, like love was something you could leave. The room still knows your every sound. Your silence lingers all around. I stayed right where you said goodbye, trying to learn the reason why. I searched my heart, I searched my soul, for all the parts I couldn't hold. But truth was clearer when you hid. Love didn't leave, only you did. Love didn't leave, only you did. I stayed while you were learning how to live. My heart was here, it never slid. Love didn't leave, only you did. I held the vows we never said. You chose the road inside your head. I never changed the way I live. Love didn't leave, only you did. We still had dreams we hadn't tried, but you were already saying goodbye. You smiled like you'd already gone, like staying here was moving wrong. No screaming doors, no bitter end, just love you couldn't defend. Some hearts don't break, they just admit love didn't leave, only you did. Love didn't leave, only you did. I stayed while you were learning how to live. My heart was here, it never slid. Love didn't leave, only you did. I held the vows we never said. You chose the road inside your head. I never changed the way I live. Love didn't leave, only you did. Maybe someday you'll understand what you dropped from your hand. I won't chase what doesn't choose, but I won't lie about the truth. Love didn't leave, only you did. I loved you honest, deep and real. If staying meant I had to bleed, I'd still stay for what we were. Now I walk on scarred but true, with love that didn't run from you. You left this heart, that's what you did. Love didn't leave, only you did. No regret, no excuse. Love stayed, you chose to move. Still true. Love didn't leave, only you did. stayed when everything felt unsure. You spoke in maybes, never in sure. I held my breath through every doubt, while you were still figuring love out. I waited quietly, I never asked why. I read the truth behind your lies. I gave you time, I gave you space, while you kept choosing which heart to take. I was the place you ran to hide when you were tired of choosing sides. I gave you faith, you gave me pain, still I stayed the same. I stayed while you decided, I loved while you were divided. I gave you all, I gave you truth, you gave me time you couldn't choose. I stood right here, I never left, while you were weighing someone else. A broken ways you never knew. I stayed while you decided who. I learned to smile through every tear, pretending I was strong enough to stay here. I carried hope I couldn't prove. Loving you felt like something I shouldn't do. I knew the answer deep inside, but loving you meant letting it slide. I kept believing you would see what choosing her was doing to me. I stayed while you decided, I trusted while you were divided. I gave my nights, I gave my days, you gave me silence and delay. I was the one you held in place until you made your clean escape. I lost myself loving you. I stayed while you decided who. Maybe someday you'll understand what it cost me to hold your hand. I deserve love without delay, not waiting while you looked away. I stayed while you decided, but I won't stay unrecognized. I'm letting go, I'm choosing me, learning what love is meant to be. I loved you true, I stayed too long, mistaking patience for being strong. Now I'm walking away from you. I stayed, but now I'm choosing to. You were home when the world felt heavy, when my nights had no place to land. Your voice was the light in the hallway, leading me back again. Every room knew your breathing, every silence knew your name. I never thought comfort could leave until you walked away. I learned too late what home could be. It wasn't walls or time. It was you standing next to me, calling my heart mine. You were home until you left. Now the lights don't feel the same. Every memory echoes you in your place. You were home until you left. Now I'm lost inside the truth. I don't miss a place or time. I miss you. I still reach for you in the morning when the bed feels wide and cold. I still hear your laughter calling from the days we used to hold. You said love shouldn't feel like chains, that we both needed space. But you took the warmth with you when you left this place. I don't blame you for choosing yourself. I just wish you'd known that everything I called safe was gone when you were gone. You were home until you left. That's the part I can't forget. Love doesn't break all at once, it slowly sets. You were home until you left. Now every road feels new. I'm learning how to live again without you. If home is where the heart stays, then mine still waits for you. Not to return, not to stay, just to be true. I'll build new walls, new days, but some things don't move. You were home inside my heart. That part still knows you.